It seems like we can't make it through an entire week ever without having to talk about some new poll showing how horrible things have gotten for Donald Trump. And this week, of course, almost made it, but we got to talk about a poll because a new poll came out this week from the group Speaking with American Men Project. Okay. But anyway, this survey, which was conducted by John Della Volpe, found that Donald Trump has now lost support of the majority of a key demographic that actually helped him win the 2024 election. And that key demographic is young men between the ages of 18 and 29, what we are going to call the podcast generation, because many men in this demographic tend to listen to podcasts on the regular. This is Joe Rogan's target audience, Theo Von, all those other weird guys that do this. That's their crowd. And of course, a lot of those guys, definitely the biggest ones in that sphere, supported Donald Trump for president. They hyped him up. Some of them even had him on. And of course, that was Barron Trump urging his dad to do this because Barron is in that demographic and he knows that demographic well. And it worked for Trump. You know, a year or so ago, Donald Trump had a 56% approval rating with that age group, 18 to 29-year-old young men. In this survey conducted at the end part of 2025, results released this week, that support has now fallen to 46%. So that young demographic that helped push Donald Trump over the edge, with the young men at least, has now turned against him. And Della Volpe, the guy who conducted the survey, he had this to say about it. The big picture is that Trump was getting the benefit of the doubt in the first 100 days of his term. Now, they are reflecting on those policies several months later and seeing no significant improvement, and they're saying that their situation is no better. In many cases, it's worse. So to put it another way, these young men, like everybody else in the country, are furious that Donald Trump swore up and down he was going to end inflation on day one. He was going to bring prices down. And instead, the exact opposite has happened. Inflation has gone back up, and prices have gone way up. And they're angry, as they should be. They understand that Trump did this, as they should. Right? Like, I have nothing bad to say about this demographic right now. In fact, the numbers get even worse for Trump because also among this demographic, avoiding unnecessary wars and conflicts is a hugely important issue for young men, with 78% of respondents saying it matters and 68% saying they would be more likely to support a candidate who avoids unnecessary wars and conflicts. Well, that doesn't seem to bode well for a man who just overthrew the government of Venezuela and is threatening to take over the countries of Cuba, Colombia, Mexico, Greenland, currently bombing Nigeria, and of course wants to annex Canada, among potentially some other places. Oh, and let's not forget, there's still the threat of military force against Iran. And this is a big issue for that demographic, because that's fighting age. That's draft age for most of it. So these young men understand if this guy starts getting us into unnecessary wars, he's crazy enough to do that. He's crazy enough to bring back the draft. So we don't want that. Numbers get even worse. Ahead of the crucial 2026 midterms, the poll also found that young men believe Democrats would be more likely to avoid foreign wars than Republicans by a 5-point margin. Elsewhere, the poll found that only 27% of young men agreed that Trump is delivering for people like them, while 40% said he talked big, but let people like me down. Just 22% of young men agreed that the billionaire president is fighting for people like them, while 47% said Trump creates chaos and makes things worse. So it's disappointing that this demographic did fall for Donald Trump's BS in the campaign, believing that he would do these things, even though we had 4 previous years to show us he's not. But congratulations on understanding that you were wrong, right? That's how you grow. That's how you learn from your mistakes. Seeing that, hey, I fell for this. Clearly it's not the case. Now I'm not falling for it. So that is a positive for the country, but a very, very big problem for Trump and the Republicans as we get into this year of a very crucial midterm election. Thanks for watching, and if you are not already subscribed to the channel, please do so, and do not forget to like and comment and share widely among your friends.